In this video, we got Jalise going in on Young Jack, basically saying all he does is use drugs and can't reach his full potential.
Look at EBK Young Jack. You know what I'm saying? EBK Young Jack can't stop getting high, brother. He can't stop getting high. I got a live in my phone, a dude just high. Like, he sound like, you know, like when the radio chime in and it's static on the radio and it's like that's how he was sounding on the auto-tune. Like, EBK Young Jack though, like.
My boy, Swamp. Hey, Jock. You good, brother? Oh, you just dropped the word.
Sorry, buddy, for knowing about actives and giving 100% of them to the face. But fear no more, buddy. Get active serums with hyaluronic acid to quench.
As you can see right here, rapper San Quinn is moving real slow and looking real uncoordinated. I'ma keep it 100 with y'all. He either looks like he's on something or off something. I'm not here to disrespect Quinn, because honestly, this is someone I grew up listening to, someone I got a lot of respect for. But as a blogger, I gotta call it how I see it. The movements, the energy, the dance, it just doesn't look right. It looks crazy and it's hard to ignore. Quinn, you gotta stop it, bro. This ain't the image you work so hard to build. People are watching and the streets talk. When you carry yourself like this, it opens the door for people to question you. And that's not the legacy you deserve. At the end of the day, everybody stumbles. Everybody battles their demons. But when you a legend like Quinn, the spotlight is always on you. And right now, the spotlight is showing something that don't look good.
What was the love? The nigga out here fucked up, nigga sleeping in a tent, or nigga, let's go pull up and help that nigga. Y'all could have been pulling up around this motherfucker throwing food over the fence, nigga, since the gate. I smoke coke, nigga, 2 coke, nigga, all this you know. Since 11 years old, I've been fucking with cocaine. It's been a Fillmore tradition. Nigga, to smoke some coke, nigga. I smoke chewy like a motherfucking nut. Nigga, I just blew a coke cloud, nigga. No. In Richmond, nigga, I've been blowing them. Come on, blood. This me though, nigga, and I blew the Bentley money. I blew that 3 times already, nigga, since I've been home, nigga.
You said you gave the chain back to Mozzie?
I gave it back, bruh.
Yeah.
Nigga, I blew all that shit, nigga. I said I'm gonna get it back. If I gotta get out here and take it, nigga, I'm gonna get it back.
When we talk about Northern California hip-hop, there are a few names that immediately come to mind. Pioneers, trailblazers, and voices that helped to carve out a lane for the Bay and the Valley. But with greatness often comes struggle. And today, I want to shine light on 3 artists whose careers have been heavily impacted by substance use. Messy Marv, EBK Young Joc, and San Quinn. Let's start with Messy Marv. Anybody who's been following Bay Area rap for the last couple decades knows his story runs deep. Mess has admitted in his own interviews that he started smoking coke at the age of 10. That type of early exposure to heavy drugs isn't just damaging. It rewires your entire perspective on life before you even have a chance to grow. Over the years, fans watched him go from being one of the most promising voices in the Bay to someone caught in cycles of incarceration, beefs, and struggles just to stay afloat. When addiction latches on that young, it doesn't just affect your music. It bleeds into your reputation, your relationships, and your ability to stay consistent. Messy Marv has flashes of brilliance, but the long-term fight with sobriety has clearly taken a toll on what could have been a legendary career sealed in stone. Now let's shift to EBK Young Joc. There was a time where Jock was the undeniable face of the EBK movement. His name carried weight, his voice represented Stockton, and the energy he brought put his camp on the map. But when the drugs kicked in, when the partying and overindulgence became bigger than the music, his grip on that spotlight started slipping. The same fan base that once crowned him began to whisper that he wasn't focused, that he wasn't hungry like before. And in hip-hop, once the fans start questioning your hunger, the throne doesn't stay empty. Somebody else takes it. That's where EBK Jaybo slid right in, now being seen as the face of that infrastructure. Jock's situation is a perfect reminder that if you don't get ahead of your demons, they'll knock you off your square, no matter how much potential you had at the start. He needs to attack sobriety head-on, because if he doesn't, it's not just his career at stake. It's his entire legacy with EBK. Finally, we've got to talk about San Quinn. For years, Quinn was one of the Bay's most respected pioneers. His catalog speaks for itself, and his influence on generations of rappers can't be denied. But when people recently saw him on stage, his movements, his mannerisms, the way he carried himself, it raised eyebrows. Some say he looked uncoordinated, others whispered about drugs. Now, to be fair, we all age, and if there's an unspoken health issue he's dealing with, then our prayers go out to him. But if the reason behind this decline is drugs, then that's a tragic sight for fans who grew up idolizing him. A legend deserves to grow old gracefully, not have their image tarnished by addiction. This brings us to the bigger point: sobriety and staying grounded. In hip-hop culture, especially in Northern California, where life is fast, raw, and often chaotic, drugs get normalized. They're used as coping mechanisms for pain, as fuel for studio sessions, as social glue in the streets. But what's never talked about enough is how many careers they destroy. Sobriety isn't just about saying no to drugs. It's about saying yes to your future. It's about protecting your gift, your mind, and your body so you can fully step into your purpose. If you're too high to focus, too strung out to write, or too burnt out to show up for your fans, then everything you work for slips away. These three artists show us three different versions of the same lesson. Messy Marv proves that early exposure can derail even the most talented. EBK Young Joc shows that letting drugs become more important than your craft will cost you your spot. And San Quinn reminds us that even legends can stumble if they lose discipline. At the end of the day, sobriety is survival. Without it, the streets will eat you up, the industry will pass you by, and your own people will eventually stop defending you. Music is a gift, but gifts can be wasted if the vessel carrying them isn't strong enough to deliver. Messy Marv, EBK Young Joc, and San Quinn don't just represent fallen potential. They represent a wake-up call for every young artist out there right now. Don't let temporary highs steal your permanent shine. Don't let substances dictate your story. Because once the fans move on, once your body breaks down, and once your talent gets overshadowed by your struggles, all you're left with are regrets. Sobriety is bigger than music. It's the foundation of being able to live long enough to enjoy the fruits of your labor.